Hello, I'm Mary and welcome back to my channel, and this is going to be my palette collection. This is half of my palette collection specifically. The other half will be filmed later, but I thought I would just show you it. So here we go. So here is the half of my palette collection that we will be talking about. These two piles here I got in boxes, and all this I bought, and we will go ahead and talk about them. So first we have the BoxyCharm Hello Charmer palette, and let's see, it looks like that. It has a mirror, and haven't actually used this one, but I will soon because it's in, I think of these as our spring and summer colors, so we will go ahead and try that soon. Got in a boxy, I think using BoxyCharm points, and then this I got in a BoxyCharm box. These are the Elmer Cosmetics Rio del Caribe Volume 1 and Volume 2 palettes. So we'll go ahead and show you those. So this is Volume 1. I really like the two greeny blue shades there, and then the two right below it, the rust and the mustard yellow color. And then sorry, this one has a mirror, but here's the other one. I really like the purple, the green, the pink, and the silver up here. And then yeah, so I just thought I'd show you those. Next we have the Beauty Creation Seduce Me. This I think I got in Yes before it went under and got all scandalous and whatnot. Let's see, so, but I really like the purples, and then I like these two here, and that, so I like sort of like this whole section, and those also really like that. But yeah, it's a nice little palette. It's not the best. It's a little chalky and a little harder to blend, but it's not a bad palette. So yeah, there's that. Next, I have the Violet Voss Essentials Pro Series eyeshadow palette. And this is what it looks like. It has a mirror. This one I also haven't worn, but I will wear now that it's getting into a summery season. I think of this as more of a summery palette. This I definitely got in BoxyCharm Premium last month. This is the Fenty Beauty Moroccan Spice palette, and here we go. So these shades, well, they look so here I accidentally flipped the camera view. Sorry about that. Nice, just don't perform. They're really underwhelming. The mattes are patchy. The shimmers are just sort of lackluster, but it's not an awful palette. It's just not my favorite. Next I have my Violet Voss Pro Eyeshadows Holy Grail palette. I really like this palette. I use it a lot in the fall and winter. I love like Cranberry Splash, So Jelly, Ploof, Wine and Dine. So I like the darker sort of vampier shades in this palette. And then I also really like Ploof, as I said. But yeah, this is a nice palette, and I'm glad I have it. I got this in a Boxy Luxe. I think my first Boxy Luxe I received. Yeah, so that's nice. This one I got in, this is the Tartist Pro remix. And I really like this. I got this in a Boxy Luxe last month. So I really like the colors. This performed really nicely. I liked the black. Yeah, and I like the two greens up there. I like this one here. And then, yeah, it's just a really nice palette. I got this maybe last year in, I want to say BoxyCharm, could have been Nipsey, could have been a number of things, but I think it was BoxyCharm. Cute little palette. This is great for summer. We'll totally use this. Love the brightness of it. This I'm pretty sure I got in Ipsy. This is the Wonder Beauty Wondrous Rush palette. here it is. It's a nice springy type palette, and that's what I will use it as. This I got in BoxyCharm some point. It's the Pure Festival palette. A nice summery palette, stringy summery palette. Great for this season where all the like festivals would normally be going on. Unfortunately, they're all canceled because we're all staying at home, but here we go. Really like the two pops of color, and I like the two glitters. I love glitter shadows, so I'm always happy when they're in palettes. Finally, in the stuff that I bought on my, or that I got in boxes, this is the BoxyCharm and Pure palette, so clearly I got this in BoxyCharm. Let's see, I really like the two pops of color, and then this here. Also like this black here. The rest is good. First I thought that these would read weird on my eyes, but they actually read pretty nicely. This one's a little light for me, period. But this one is like my, that's what I use generally for as my base when I use this. But yeah, I really like it and enjoy that palette. So now I am going to move into palettes that I actually bought. This is a BIH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette. This goes well with the Laurely palette annual party that I showed you just a little bit ago. These colors are really beautiful, and I love this palette. I used this all summer long. I bought this maybe 2 summers ago. Yeah. So we're going into the 3rd summer, but it's really nice and I enjoy it. Next we have my whole ColourPop collection. First we have this little 9-pan Ooh La La palette. There is the Ooh La La palette. I like this because it's mainly pinks with a little pop of maybe a mauvey color there. But yeah, I really like this palette and I have used it several times. Next I have It's My Pleasure, and let's see, really enjoy this one. I love the pinks and purples. My favorite colors in general for eyeshadows are pinks and purples and reds and mauves and whatnot, so that's a really nice one. And then finally I got this ColourPop one, another 9-pan. There it is. I like the bluies as well, the bluish colors too, and I love the fact that it has a lot of neutrals surrounding it, so I enjoy this one. Next I have a couple Bretman and ColourPop collab palettes. This is the Lit, so this is the warm tone one. I really enjoy that. I love the those two especially, and I like all the neutrals in this as well. Then I have Wet. This is more of a blue tone palette. I really like this just because I like blues, although don't wear them as often as like pinks and purples, but I do like them. So yeah, this is a nice little palette. Next I have Sweet Talk, and this is a pressed powder palette. There are 2 glitters, this one and that one, and then this is just a nice springy one, so I like this for this season right now, spring and summer-ish. And so yeah, I will be wearing this more. This is the Zodiac, and it's a Kathleen Lights and ColourPop collab. This 3 or 4 of them have been discontinued, including this one, but I really enjoy this. It's kind of sad to see that it was being discontinued, honestly. So yeah, I really like these down here, and I also like these goldy ones up here, and then that one especially. Yeah, so that's that palette. Next I have the Element of Surprise. This one is one of their older palettes. I really like this. It's discontinued, but yeah, I still use it a lot. So love the dual chrome here, and then the pink here. I also really like the fact that this is more of a orangey reddy palette than actual brown palette, so that's kind of nice. Next, this is actually my favorite ColourPop palette. This is the You Had Me at Hello palette. It is unfortunately discontinued. As you can see, I have definitely used it. Love this tone. love these two. This is sort of what I go to as my base, and like those two as well. And I like this for like inner eye highlight. Yeah, but this is a really nice palette, and I'm so sorry that it is discontinued. This is the I Love Sarah 2 and ColourPop collab, Through My Eyes. This is sort of an underrated palette, but I really enjoy it. As you can see, it's pretty messy, but yeah, this is that palette. Finally, this is a summery palette. I got this, I think, last year. Not sure if this one's still being sold or not. Nor am I sure if the Through My Eyes palette is being sold or not. But this is a really nice spring summer palette, so I will be getting a lot of use of this one this summer. This is my Too Faced Gingerbread Extra Spicy palette. I missed out on the regular gingerbread palette from two Christmases ago, so I'm happy to get this one. I really like the colors. This one doesn't read as a true green. It reads much more blacky than anything on my skin tone. Love these two here. Love those two there. Like that as well. I love the formula of this particular palette. So it's one of the better Too Faced palettes in my opinion. I have the two actual eyeshadow pieces of the Too Faced holiday collection. So I have this little guy, which is actually the door, and it magnetically fits right there. So this is the glitter side. So there are 4 glitters. I really actually like them all, and then 2 mattes. And then this is the main palette. This one is green, but it reads black as well on my skin. But other than that, it's a really nice palette. It's not quite the quality of like the other Too Faced ones that are in these containers. But yeah, it's nice. This is my Too Faced White Peach palette. I haven't played with it a whole lot. I worn it a couple times, but this is the season that I like this. It's a springy palette for sure, and I love that color. In any case, I like this. It's not quite as good quality as this one again, but it is a decent quality. So yeah, this is the Too Faced White Peach. And then these two are my last 2 Violet Voss palettes. This is Best Life and Best Life 2. So these have the same basic format. There's a mirror down here. Then the eyeshadows are in the center. And then at the top are all glitters. I love that. I especially love the 2 or the 3 right in here. And then I also like the white one in this set. And I love that this is pretty colorful. And then that's not more matte. I mean more plain like tones, so that's really nice. And then this one's set up the same way. So here are the glitters. I really like this one, and I actually like that one. And then this is a much more subdued, but I love the dual chrome here and that one. But yeah, it's a really nice palette as well. Enjoy both of these. I actually really enjoy Violet Voss palettes. Anastasia Beverly Hills, I have 4 of these. First, I have Riviera. This is definitely a summer one, spring and summer, so I will be wearing this more as we get into that season. This is Subculture. I like the fact that it actually only has a few shimmers, and I really like this duochrome. People say that the formula wasn't great, but I don't find it awful. I mean, it's not their best for sure, but it's decent. And then this is the Norvina, their palette. I really like this for spring, so I like this right now, and also through the summer. Yeah, when I don't want something quite as bright as other times. And then I have the Emrazi palette. And I like this because there are 2 more extra shades and they're both glitters. So glitter is that one and that one. And yeah, I really enjoy this. I like that it's pinks and neutrals mainly, with a pop of blue and a little black, you know. But yeah, it's a nice palette. Next, I have 2 little Huda palettes. I have 2 little Obsession 9-pan palettes. I have Amethyst I have topaz. So amethyst is that. I really like this because it's obviously purple. And then I like this one because it's sort of warmy topaz type colors. And I really enjoy this one as well. So first I have the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. I really like this one all year round. It has like nice folly colors over on the right. The left is much more springy, summery for me, and so I really enjoy this palette. Next is the Natasha Denona Love palette. Let's see. So there it is. I like it because it's like mainly pinks and purples and reds, and it's really a nice, actually Valentine's springy type palette. Definitely will also continue to wear this. Next is my Tati Beauty Volume 1. Really enjoyed this. Love the layout. It's like so happy for my like OCD brain. I really like the way it's laid out, where you can like literally go like columns, and then the finishes are here. And finally, I have my Jeffree Star Bloodlust palette right there, and I love this palette as well. Obviously pinks, purples. And so yeah, that's my video, and I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you all soon. Stay safe, stay home, and we will all get through this together. Bye.